Hi everyone, it's the 21st of July 2018 and I thought I'd bring you along for a quick garden update. It's the middle of July, so we've had an unseasonably hot summer this year and a lot of my vegetables are dying off now. My courgettes actually started to die off quite quickly, and although they look like they are coming back to life, there's some growth there. Most of them are done, but as you can see, a few of the yellow ones are coming back to life. Sweet potatoes are vining everywhere. Here they're just vining everywhere, and this is my comfrey patch. So basically what I'm going to do now, this is my second sowing of corn. As you can see, it's coming along. What I'm doing now is I'm starting to prepare the garden for my autumn sowing. So I've still got cucumbers. I've done a massive harvest today, but I've still got some cucumbers coming. I will leave them in. My aubergines, the white ones, are just starting to come in now. Tomatoes are still going, but a lot of them are dying off. I guess the heat again. This aubergine one isn't quite producing yet. And tomatoes, you can see that some of them are really giving up the ghost, but the kale is looking fabulous. That's the Carvalho, the black one, and this is the red Russian kale. So this monster fennel tree actually, and this monster fennel tree here, I'm going to actually cut them right back because they're shielding out so much light from the garden. And although the cucamelons are loving this fennel tree because they're actually vining all around, and sort of cucamelons are, see, I'll pick that one actually. Cucamelons are forming all over the place. I did a massive harvest of cucamelons yesterday, which was really quite nice. And a lot of my peppers are turning red now, quite fat as well. So I'm going to be picking those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be harvesting what I can harvest. These, by the way, are fennel seeds. So I'm going to have thousands of fennel plants again next year. Remember, I didn't plant these two. They just came up. So I'm going to be harvesting a lot of my carrots today, harvesting a lot of my beetroot today, and then I'm going to sow again. These are carrots and beetroot that I sowed a couple of weeks ago, so I'm multi-sowing, and I'll just keep sowing until the end of July, I think, and then that'll be it for the carrots and beetroot. Then I'm going to sow some onions. But look at this. See the white aubergines? I think this is, I'll have to check my paperwork, but I think that this is not quite ready for harvest yet. Let me show you the this one. I grew these last year, and to be honest, I did prefer the Black Beauty to this type. This is the Barbarella one. I'll keep going. My blueberries are almost ready for harvest. As you can see, they're coming in now, the colour. See, actually, yeah, some of these are probably ready. I probably won't grow the yellow banana tomatoes next year, because every single one of these guys, bar none, including the ones I gave to my mum, have got blossom end rot, every one. And I did kind of keep up with the watering schedule, and I've been fertilizing every couple of weeks, but they just didn't want to know. So this is my brassica bed. I pulled out my early cabbages today, so I'm going to be cooking those and fridging some. I've got a second sowing of early cabbages, the spring cabbage this is, the marathon one. So I've got a second sowing in this bed here. There. So these guys will be ready in a few weeks, I think, but not really forming any heads, but we'll see. And at the back there I put in another lot of cucumbers, which are coming up, but they're a little bit shielded. Hopefully they'll be okay. So, preparing for autumn. I'm clearing out carrots and beetroot from the beds that had them in, that had the very first sowings in February and March. So here, a lot of the carrots are, as you can see, crisping up. So although I had a massive sorrel plant here, so they weren't getting very much light, which means that they haven't really formed really big heads. So I'll show you them. A lot of them are quite tiny. See? But they're done growing, so I really do need to get them out. So there's lots of things in here. I've got beetroot in there, tomatoes, gherkins, and lemon cucumbers, all sorts I've harvested. So and of course celery, which I absolutely adore. The pink celery, oh, highly recommend it. Such a lovely flavour this. It's gorgeous. It's actually better flavour than the white celery. My beans, they look like they're done. I don't know if it's because of the heat, but a lot of them are dying back. I have harvested quite heavily off this, but I kind of expected them to last the entire season. Next year I might do a second batch and see what happens. So here I've got winter leeks started here a couple of weeks ago. I've got some more spring onion here, and because I've harvested some of the carrots there and some of the carrots and beetroot at the front here, I'm going to put in some more spring onions. So where I've taken carrots out and beetroots out and spring onions out, I will put in more. And then probably August, September time, more likely September time, I'll start sowing my winter salads so that I have salad all the way through the winter again. So here's another bed I'm clearing, and again it's going to be carrots, beetroot and onions, spring onions. And then as it progresses towards the winter, I'll replace these with salads. So that's my quick update. Tomatoes are ripening. This is mental, this tomato area here. I had the same problem last year, got the same problem again. I tried to single stem, I've tried to cut them back, but it's impossible to keep on top of it. So I'm gonna have to rethink again next year and see what I should do. But anyway, quick garden update. This is my summer garden. I'm starting to prepare it for winter, and I'll show you when I'm done. Bye.